So today we learn about another topic, density. Before studying about density, let's recall certain physical quantities. Number one, mass. What is mass? Mass is the total amount of matter contained in an object or in a body. And you must be remembering this. SI unit of mass is kg. Please remember this because we will be using this term. So mass is the total amount of matter contained in an object and its SI unit is kg. Next we recapitulate volume, which you studied on 23rd April. Volume is the total space occupied by an object and its SI unit will be meter cube. Its SI unit will be meter cube. This is the SI unit. SI unit will be meter cube. Let's compare now how much mass is concentrated. Concentrated means it is there in a given volume. If we come to know about this, then that will tell you the density. Means if we measure mass of an object by beam balance and we calculate the volume by any method, as you have learnt in previous classes, and if we compare that how much mass is there in a certain volume, that will give you the density. So it is defined as, density is defined as mass per unit volume. I repeat, density is defined as, of an object is defined as mass per unit volume. So it is mass per unit volume of an object is known as density. Then comes the formula, that what is the formula if you want to calculate the density, which formula you should use. So density is equal to mass upon volume. These are the two physical quantities required to calculate the density of an object. So density formula is mass upon volume, where D stands for density, M is the symbol for mass, V is the symbol for volume. I repeat again, density is equal to mass upon volume, and these are the symbols. D is density, M is mass, V is the volume. Now it's a measurable quantity. It's a physical quantity we call, so it is a measurable quantity. Its SI unit is kg per meter cube. Now how this kg per meter cube has come? How is it come? So SI unit of mass is kg, this you already know, and SI unit of volume is meter cube. We are substituting this in the formula, substituting here kg per meter. This is how the SI unit of density comes out to be kg per meter cube. And this was the first reasoning question in the assignment that give reason why SI unit of density is kg per meter cube. So this is the explanation. I hope you must have understood. Then we are taking up another thing, that this you have to learn, more the mass concentrated in a unit volume, more is the density of the object. I mean to say, if there is more mass in a unit volume, in a certain volume, then more is the density of that object. For example, you can see three figures I have taken here. These three objects are there, A, B, C. They all are having same volume. I repeat, they are having the same volume, A also, B also, and C also. Now these dots you are seeing in the three I have drawn, these dots are nothing but the molecules I have shown you here. You can see more number of molecules are concentrated here. That means more mass is here. Less number of molecules are here. That means less mass is in the same volume. And here you can see less number of molecules are here. That means you are having least mass over here in the third object. Now, can you tell me about these three objects, what these three objects can be? Yes, in first one where more mass is there, that will be a solid and its density will be the most. I repeat, this will be a solid and its density will be the most. Second one will be liquid, its density will be less than the solid, and because in this the molecules are less than the solid. And in the third one, that will be a gas, that matter will be a gas, because in the molecules are least in the given volume. Now one thing common in all the three, that all the three are having the same volume. So we can say that more the mass concentrated in a certain volume, density will be more. Less is the mass concentrated in the same volume, density will be less. And if the least are the molecules in a given volume, similar volume, then the density will be the least. And I think you must have studied this in class 6. Solid has the maximum density, liquid has less, and gas has the least density if we compare all the three. Then comes another question, that suppose we have two different objects and the volumes are equal, will they have same mass? I repeat, suppose there are two different objects and the volume are same, equal volume. Do they have the same mass? The answer comes out to be no. Answer comes out to be no. Similarly, if we compare that the two different objects, they have same mass, will they have the same volume? I repeat again that if two different objects, they have the same mass, will they have the same volume? Answer is no. Answer is no. Now here are the two examples I am giving. For the first one now, the example, let's take one glass of water and then I take the water and in the same volume, I am taking the same volume. That means I am taking the same glass and then I am pouring kerosene in it. If you measure it on a beam balance, you will find they both will have different mass. If you measure them on the beam balance, both will have different mass. Therefore, in this, what we have taken common in, volume of the glass is same for both the liquids. Volume of the glass is same for both the liquids. Next, what we did, I took 1 kg of iron and I took 1 kg of rice. This I have taken. Now in this, what is common and what is same? Mass. Kg is a unit of mass. So 1 kg iron I am taking and 1 kg rice I am taking. Now what do you expect? That will the volume be same? No. Both the objects are different. They are having the same mass. Their volume will be different.